Hey y'all, welcome back to Rolling with Stone. So today I have a review for you guys, a brand new product that's out. So I recently just went to Sephora. You know we love these little bags. You recently just went to Sephora and I picked up the new Becca concealer. So this is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer and I got the color Warm Honey. So yeah, this bad boy, I had been looking for it for about a week or two and it wasn't at the Galleria here in Houston, so I eventually found it at a Sephora at Baybrook Mall. So for those who are in the Houston area, if you're familiar with it, that's where I ended up finding it. So yeah, the color Warm Honey, and it actually retailed for $30. So you know, typical high-end concealer. Most high-end concealers are around that much. So the specs of this concealer, the concealer is supposed to be a light to medium coverage. It's supposed to be very weightless, made with about 32% water, so hence the name Aqua. So it's supposed to be really natural, set naturally on the skin, and pretty much look like skin, very weightless. And so, you know, with my experience using this during the review, I would say that's pretty much the case. So I'm just gonna go right into showing you guys how I applied this concealer. So if you wanna see more on this concealer and the specs and everything, then keep on watching. Okay, so for foundation, what I'm gonna go ahead and use is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow foundation, and my color is 211 Cream Cafe. And the reason why I'm using this is because since the concealer is a light to medium coverage, I want to also use a foundation that is light to medium coverage. So I was just reading the specs on the back of this, and it is medium coverage. Okay, so that's why I'm using this, because I don't want to use a full coverage concealer if my foundation is, I don't want to use a medium coverage concealer if my foundation is full coverage. I just kind of want to keep it in the same range as far as how sheer the foundation is. So I'm just going to go in with this and apply it with my Hourglass brush. Oh, today. Oh, I can't talk today. With my Hourglass brush. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the Becca concealer. It's a really soft applicator, and it's sort of like a doe foot applicator, and it's flat on the tip. It's flat and at an angle. So you're able to really apply it very smoothly, and it feels really good. Very creamy formula. Sort of remind you of the way the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer goes on. It feels the same type way on the face. So on one side, I'm gonna blend it out with the Hourglass brush, and on one side, I'm gonna use the Real Techniques blending sponge just to see which gives you sort of like the best the best coverage, as well as how smooth it goes on. Okay, so I'm loving the coverage right off the back. It's medium, but it looks very good for medium coverage. But usually with this type of brush, you're able to keep most of the coverage instead of wiping it away. Sometimes with sponges, it shears out whatever product you're using a little bit. Okay, very smooth. And I like the coverage. So Real Techniques blending sponge on the other side. Okay, so just like I said, it's shearing it out a tiny bit more, which is to be expected with the sponge. But it looks really good as well. I just prefer with the brush, but it looks good with the sponge as well. I'm just gonna take a closer look in a closer mirror, smaller mirror. Yeah, it definitely gives more coverage with the brush than it does with the sponge, but it's very smooth either way. If you go with a brush or a sponge, it still gives you a flawless application. So yeah, I'm loving the way this looks. I'm just gonna put another layer just to see what that gets me. And I always use 2 layers of concealer anyways. Going a little bit further down, not directly up under the eye, but a little further down and blending up. That way it won't settle in my creases as much, my fine lines under my eyes. And working my way up. It is very weightless, you guys. So I see what they're meaning when it describes this concealer as, you know, just pretty much weightless, made with like 32% water, and it gives you a flawless finish, a more natural finish. It looks really, really good. I like it. The way this applicator feels and applies on the face feels so good. Feels very good, and it's so smooth when it goes on. So to set it, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's not really settling under eye. Usually when I do my makeup and blend it out, by the time I go to set it, I have to sort of blend it out with my sponge or my finger first before I add the powder. And here it hasn't settled at all, so that's a really good thing. Okay, y'all, so far so good. So I'm gonna do the rest of my face and come back and give you my final thoughts. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the concealer. So one thing I will tell you guys is there was like some dry patches underneath my eye, but I won't say that's because of the concealer, because that's happened before when I used the Laura Mercier translucent powder. When I actually sit it there and kind of like do that baking thing, I always see like dry spots underneath my eye. So I'm sure it's not the concealer, it's more than likely the powder. But overall, like I said, I'm really impressed with it. The coverage, I was very impressed because it stated that it was a light to medium coverage. I thought it was going to be very sheer, but it wasn't too sheer. I liked it, very smooth under the eye. So that's it. If you have any further questions about this concealer, don't hesitate to leave your comments below. And until next time, thank you so much for rolling with Stone.